My name is Ryan Hall. Thank you for tuning into the studio here at Oak Mountain Media. As many of you might remember, a very special drive takes place this time of year. I am joined in the studio today by Miss Cindy Smith, who teaches math, career prep, and currently serves as a coordinator for United Way of Central Alabama. Miss Smith, thank you so much for joining with me.
Thank you for having me, Ryan. I appreciate that.
So how's it going?
It's great.
Is it?
It's great. We are right in the middle of our campaign, so
Good.
we're excited to see, how many people we can help again this year. So very exciting times.
All right. So let's talk about this drive. Can you kind of tell me what exactly is United Way?
Sure. So United Way is a very well-known national organization that collects money through donations, and then they disseminate those monies to various organizations that they have vetted, various charities and organizations that make a meaningful difference in the communities around the country. And specifically, we work with United Way of Central Alabama that serves the communities in Shelby County and right around us. And we have 25 or so organizations right here in Shelby County that receive money from United Way of Central Alabama.
Okay. So United Way is kind of like would you call it like a parent charity kind of for all these different other organizations that you can kind of be a part of too?
Right. And they're very selective about what organizations they give their money to. And they have a very rigorous process that they put the charities through as far as examining their financials and looking at where they spend the money to make sure that it's done in to make sure that it's done in a responsible manner, and that the money is making a big impact in the local community there.
Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. So in a way, United Way kind of stands out above everybody else because you know what you're getting when you give to United Way.
Exactly.
It's because I know with some of these other charities, it's kind of like blurred lines. It's not really clear. But with United Way, does sound pretty clear.
Right.
So what in your opinion, what makes United Way stand out amongst the other charities?
Well, I think a really interesting thing about United Way, specifically United Way of Central Alabama, is this. There is an organization called Charity Navigator, and it's a major organization that assesses different charities and how responsible they are financially, how transparent and how accountable they make themselves. And so Charity Navigator has their highest rating is 4 stars, and they have given United Way of Central Alabama a 4-star rating in 18 consecutive years.
Oh, wow.
And for the last 2 years, they've given us a perfect score of 100. So with these scores, that makes United Way of Central Alabama actually the second, nationally, the second highest charity as far as their financial responsibility, accountability, and transparency. So when you donate to United Way, what that really means is that you know your money is being used wisely and not being spent on a lot of administrative costs and excess costs.
Yes, ma'am. And once again, that 4-star rating, once again, that's like another testament. You really, really know what you're getting when you get to United Way, and it's very clear-cut, and you know what to expect.
Exactly.
What does United Way mean to you? I know you've kind of been a part of it for a little bit of time now. What do you think it means to you?
Well, it's been said that to whom much is given, much is required.
Right.
And I think what that means is that for those of us who have been blessed financially or with knowledge or with talent or with time, that we're really accountable to share out of that blessing to help others. But as a teacher, we're not really blessed with a lot of extra time, because outside of the classroom we're grading papers and we are lesson planning and things of that nature. And so giving to United Way is a way that we can give of what we've received and make an impact in our community when maybe time isn't such a luxury for us.
Right, for sure. And I can totally agree with that. And I actually personally give to United Way through Publix, my employer. And I have got to say it's been really cool to see the impact and the hand that I can have in my community, even if I'm not physically there.
Yes.
Like being the hand that's actually giving a service, it's like you're there, but you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Thank you for your donation,
by
the way.
Yes, ma'am. And I know you were talking about United Way is kind of over several kind of local charities. Can you kind of name some of the charities that they assist?
Sure. So there are several charities that I'm sure people would be familiar with: the Alabama Head Injury Foundation, the Alabama Kidney Foundation, Habitat for Humanity, things of that nature, Boys and Girls Clubs and the YMCA, things that people are really familiar with. But then there are also some more locally located, lesser-known charities that I'd love to tell you about today. One is the ARC of Shelby County, and this is an agency that provides services to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Okay.
Another, Easter Seals, provides services to people with disabilities. I knew that already. My mother worked for Easter Seals when I was a little girl, but I did not know that they have added military families and veterans and seniors also to their list of recipients.
Right.
So hopefully seniors, will all be seniors someday. So that will reach out to all of us. Family Connection is an agency that provides shelter, counseling, and safety for young people in crisis.
Right.
We have Glenwood, which is an autism and behavioral health center. The Owens House provides services to child abuse victims and their families. The Shelby Emergency Assistance provides food from the food bank, help with utility bills, housing, medical expenses, prescription expenses to those who, for some reason, financially have been devastated and need a little help getting back on their feet. We have the Central Alabama Children's Fund, which is especially important as we have experienced the benefit of that here at Oak Mountain High School.
Right.
That provides things like glasses or money for a dental appointment or a doctor's appointment, even school clothes for students whose families can't afford those things for them. And so we give that out through our donation to United Way of Central Alabama.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. I mean, there are so many different kinds of people with different needs, and the fact that you can be all a part of that through United Way specifically is so amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And you really just know that you are, again, helping your community when you donate to United Way of Central Alabama.
Right. So with this drive specifically, what is the easiest way that people can give, and how long is it going for?
So the easiest way to give is through payroll deduction.
Okay.
And I have placed a form in each teacher's box, and for the administrators and the other staff, I've gotten a form to them as well. So if they will fill out that form with their employee number and their other pertinent information, and they can just place that back in my box by October 30th. So October 30th is the deadline. But payroll deduction is not the only way. They can also write a check for a one-time gift or give some cash, or they also have the option of having United Way bill them. So there are different ways, but I would say payroll deduction is the easiest because you just take out a little bit each month. Hardly ever miss it.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. All right. So that's awesome, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about something important.
Yes, ma'am, for sure. United Way is so amazing. And thank you for tuning in. For more information about United Way and how you can get involved, visit uwca.org, and also be sure to check out and like their Facebook page. And lastly, be sure to check out our Twitter at OakMTN Media. And for Oak Mountain Media, I'm Ryan Hall.